So my friend here wanted to know how I knew how chickens were treated based on the container of the egg. Because the chickens in America, and generally everywhere, wherever they're mass produced, are treated pretty poorly. They spend their whole lives in cages where they don't stand up even once. So you can tell a lot of things just by the container. Like this container, the first thing to note is that it's made of styrofoam. Now, if a company really cares about the environment, they're not going to use a material that's not biodegradable. Styrofoam is not biodegradable. And generally it also shows to an extent how much they care in general, because if you don't care about the environment, you don't care about the creatures which inhabit that environment. That includes human beings, that includes the chickens as well. Any single animal that lives in this environment. And the second thing to note is that it says it's a product of the USA and distributed by Topco Associates, etc., etc. And they just kind of go on and they talk about the product as if it's just like a plastic item or just like some toy, distributed by, etc. And the fact of the matter is, they say it's a product of the USA, and when I was at the store, I also saw a product of the company, product of whoever made this, sure, fine, whoever it is, whichever company it is. But who made the eggs? It wasn't the company, it was the chicken. Which brings me to the pasture-raised eggs that I generally buy. And if you look at the packaging here, the first thing to note, again, is that the material here is, it's recycled and biodegradable. And when you look at how they talk about the product, they're talking about the chicken. It says, from free-range grass-fed hens. That's who made the egg, not the company. The company doesn't want you to think about the egg. That company over there, that company with the styrofoam packaging, they don't want you to think that the chicken made the egg. They don't want you to think about it at all, because those chickens do not stand up their entire lives. And the male chickens, at birth, they get put in a grinder. So that's the key thing to know. They treat the chickens so badly, they don't want you to think about that. The egg is just a product. Nothing, it didn't come from a chicken, it just came out of thin air. That's what they want you to think. That's how they want you to feel about it. It's just an egg. But here they talk actually about how the chicken is treated. They say, free-range grass-fed hens, and it says, nature's young pastured chickens are allowed to roam about freely in pastures as the seasons permit. And almost every single pasture-raised egg brand is like that. It's the same type of material, and they talk about how the chickens actually live. That's all. That's basically all you need to know. That's how you can tell a lot of things just from the packaging.